So come pick up your clothes. I didn't fold it.
Yeah. I couldn't even get it right. Hold on. I'm echoing like a mother.
So come pick up your clothes. I had them folded. Don't knock
What's up, squad? What's
on
up? What's
my
up? What's
door.
up? Come pick up your clothes.
So
I
come pick
have
up your
them
clothes.
loaded.
I
Please go out, King.
had
I keep
them
trying to turn it off. It won't
folded.
go out.
Don't knock on my door.
Okay, we are.
So come pick up your
Lord, let me remove Candy from the stage. What's up, squad? Come on in, come on in, come on in. I didn't even realize I still had the overlay up. Lord, welcome, welcome, welcome to the ATLien live show. Y'all see me? Am I in the building? Okay. All right, y'all. All right. I can see myself. Okay, let's lighten it up. Yeah, I don't know, a little dark. Okay, there it is right there. The white balance is good. Okay, come on in, come on in, come on in. Yeah, so don't pick up your clothes. Whew, we got a lot. We got a little bit of a lot to talk about tonight. I almost didn't go live because I am so tired of reading K Michelle every day. Like every day is K what's the face. Every day is K what's the face and her lies and her schemes and somebody scheming on her, but she really scheming on somebody else. But I'm like, well, I guess I'll continue to talk about it because y'all want to talk about it. And I have a few more topics to talk about, of course. Yes, it's 11:11. Y'all make a wish, positive thoughts and energies, pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. And y'all know the drill. We will get started after this very, very brief introduction.
Get ready, cause you about to be an ATLien.
That's not being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's not being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more.
That's not being a blogger.
All of is my son.
Okay, that shit is
I am more than a blogger.
the blog goddess. It's the blog goddess. It's the blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
It's the blog goddess. The blog goddess. It's the blog goddess. Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
say Autumn.
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess. 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
Hey y'all, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Well, it's almost Friday. Not quite. We got another hour to go. Shout out to Derek J for taking my weave out, honey. I was like, oh, my hair has grown. Look at my hair, y'all. I got that hang time in the back, honey. I got that hang stiff wear. Stiff wear. I don't know. Stiff wear. Oh my god, I can't wait to get my braids. I look, y'all know I had a sew in, right? And it was taking me so long to take that sew in. I couldn't figure out what was sewn well, okay? And I was like, I didn't want to cut my hair. So I'm like, dear, please take my weave out. And he was like, I'll come in. Okay. Cause I'm like, my friend don't even work. My friend only work on the weekends. Okay. I appreciate Derek J. I just gotta say that because he came in clutch to take my braids out. I mean to take my weave out for me. Okay. So that I can get my braids put in. And pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. She's feeling good, feeling great. Well, she's feeling better. Okay. Every day is a stepping stone to a better to feeling better, and progress is being made. And I certainly appreciate each and every one of y'all for sending y'all well wishes. And I also send my well wishes to each and every one of you who are going through similar struggles. I know life be life, and I am not that type of person to feel like I'm the only one going through it, because I know a lot of y'all are going through it too. Friends, loved ones, family members, and even yourselves are going through a lot of health challenges. And just know my hearts and prayers are with each of you as well. You said, "Oh, my boobs coming out, child. Oh Lord, oh Lord." Let me cover up. I'm a lady. My name is not T.S. Manhands. I do not sit around in my bra chair. Um, Thank y'all for pointing that out to me. Hold on. I'm trying to put myself in the thing so I can see. But my computer is acting a little crazy. Why you acting like that? Hold on. Is it the battery? What is it doing? It's lagging like a mother. This is my laptop though. Because I use my laptop to go to different sites and stuff. And for whatever reason, I might need to restart because I got 11,000 billion pages over it. And let me do this. Hold on. I'm going to restart my laptop. She ain't been restarted in about a month. Okay. Do I even know how to restart my laptop, child? So she just went off. The camera's still on, though. Okay. There you go. It's off. Thank y'all for your patience. Okay, thank y'all. I look cute. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Celine. Shout out to all my squad in the building. You see these people in the green? These are my channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. Okay, my Patreon is in the building. Oh my God, somebody blessed me while I wasn't looking. Okay, shout out to Ken. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's my Wi-Fi. I don't know. They better not be doing maintenance. You know how AT&T and all of them people be doing in the middle of the night, child. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Because both of my computers went off at the same time. Okay. Here I am. Can y'all see me now? Can y'all see me? Am I? Okay. Let me see what's going on over here. Is we back over here? You can't hear me? Increase your volume, friend. Please increase your volume. You should be able to hear me. Honey bun, sweetheart, light of my life. Mm-hmm. I don't know why the people be like that. I can't hear you, child. Yeah, I am right here. Okay, I think I am back. I am back. I am back. Okay, I think I am. Am I moving, Lord? Okay, let me see. Am I still frozen? Okay, let me, let me go here. Let me refresh. You said you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I don't know why it's freezing over there, and then okay, now I'm moving. Okay, it's just a little delayed. Okay, now I can see. Okay, okay. Look, you right. That Wi-Fi, the damn whole, it costs too much to be freezing. All of it. The Xfinity, the AT&T. I don't even know who I got, child. I got Xfinity. I don't even know why I'm talking about AT&T. AT&T is my phone. Xfinity is my Wi-Fi and cable. And sometimes, in the middle of the night, they be doing updates and upgrades and stuff. In the middle of the night, that's when I be live. And I'm like, why is my computer moving all slow with all these megapixels and shit over here? I should not be moving slowly. Yes, I am a one woman operation. But listen, no shade to the people that do, but at least I'm not streaming from my phone. Okay. This is a one woman operation. I got my camera. Okay. I got my laptop. I got my monitor. Okay. Hold on. I got my studio. I got my background. Listen, okay, this is not easy to do. I know some of y'all think I make it look easy, but it is not easy. Okay, but I love y'all nonetheless. That's why I didn't have no. See, I'm gonna have to do this all night long because I don't want to be showing y'all my brassiere. Hold on, let me adjust. Okay, there we go. You love my shirt. This is a dress, okay? Since we're gonna be talking about pride things, I wanted to wear my little rainbow fashion over dress for y'all. Okay, if you all remember my LTK, I'm sure you have seen it before. That's why I don't upload nothing to my LTK no more because I be wearing the same shit over and over again. I'm like, dang, I got that dress. I got this dress. I got 50, 11 Adidas outfits. Why I gotta keep uploading the same thing? Y'all know what it look like. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shout out to Fashion Nova. You said I am IT, the camera, listen, the boom operator, the lighting, everything, child. I am it. IT, okay. Um, but as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. Shout out to Ken NPA for the super chat because I love me an affirmation. Affirmations. You say it, speak it, believe it, achieve it, all of the above. And the wisdom of Florence Scovel Shinn is one of my favorite books for affirmations. Okay. And the one of my favorite ones in the book is The Lord is my supplier and his resources are unlimited. Everything I want, I already have. So if you say that every day, the Lord is my supplier, honey. If you believe, you will achieve. So there is that. Not this is a Todd Tucker. Not a Todd Tucker production. Y'all is reading me today. I live for it though, because I didn't have no goals or aspirations tonight. I just wanted to come on and talk to y'all. What y'all say? Shout out to Facebook. Okay. Shout out to Facebook is in the building. Twitch is in the building, X is in the building, both of my YouTube channels are in the building, and I am in the building along with you guys. It's a lot going on these internet streets, honey. I don't even know where to start. The people want me to talk about Dominique Morgan is free on probation. The people want me to talk about Young Ma. Do you call her Young Ma or Young MA? Want me to talk about Young Ma versus EJ because they both say they date straight people. And I'm like, how is that possible? The people want me to talk about Kay What's the Face and Nosh and Portia. The people want me to talk about everything, and I don't know what to talk about. I'm just gonna talk, child. You said you dropped off the ATLien channel. Did I really? I couldn't have. Did I really? Y'all let me know, mods. Am I still on the ATLien channel? I should be. It say I'm still on. Let me go look. One moment, please. Tech support is loading. YouTube.com/ATLien. Let me go here and then here. Thank you, Fatty Back. Shout out to Fatty Back. I appreciate you, friend. Okay, I don't see YouTube. Yeah, it's still on. I see ATLien channel up. 83 watching on the ATLien channel. I see it right there. Where did I drop out? I might have dropped off because I am doing two on the ATLien. I do vertical stream. Yeah, they both up. I do vertical stream and the regular live. So the ATLien channel, my backup channel, you can always catch me over there if you miss me over here. Okay, just type in ATLien and please follow me on all my platforms, all my social media platforms. ATLien on Twitter, ATLien on the YouTube, straight from the A on the Facebook, and all of the above. You said you got to hear your opinion on Kay, what's her face, and Portia tonight. Did something else happen besides the Nosh? See, I'm about as new as y'all. Let me go see. I'm about as new as y'all because I reviewed it the other day. You know what I'm gonna start with before I get into that? We just gonna dive into the ratings first because y'all was like the people be talking about K Michelle and Portia and Kelly and who is the pastor and all of the above. And so because so many people are talking about it, I'm almost positive the ratings are skyrocketing. Lord, then it froze me again. I swear I cannot win for losing. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, it's gotta be they doing they this is not my computer this time, y'all. Cause both of my am I frozen over there? It's just the one that's connected to is frozen. Hold on. This one connected to my phone Wi-Fi. Ain't that crazy? No wonder I didn't get kicked off of my laptop. We on we on the data plan. You didn't get no notification? Well, you are here now, Rodolfo. Welcome, friend. Weren't you in um weren't you in the hold on. See, we will not be stopped. We will continue and we will keep going just as we always have. StreamYard here. Let me open this camera right now. Uh-huh. And then we in StreamYard. Bam, bam. And we are back. Okay, we were getting ready to look at the ratings. And the ratings for this week, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, is that we were talking about how normally people don't even have to watch the show no more. You know what I mean? Because they're given the clips, sneak peeks, replays, all of the above, all up and down social media. So at the end of the day, nobody has to even watch. You get the gist of what the beefs are, what the ongoing conflict is, all of the above on social media. So is anybody actually watching the entire show? Okay. So people are like, well, the ratings have got to have gone up to a milli. They think it has gone up to a milli, child. And I'm like, let's see what the ratings has gone up to. Am I still frozen? Press one if y'all can see me. Press one if you can see me. I should still be here. Okay, so let me go on. Scroll. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got the names of up to 12 episodes. Okay. So you see that sound bath breakdown. That was episode 8. Okay. Oh, they went down a lot. in the 18 to 49 demographic, they went down to 0.10, and the US viewers in millions, they went down from 610,000 to 560,000. So no shade to K what's a face, but you and your coochie problems and your leaking ass and your nosh and your arguing with Portia isn't necessarily translating to live viewers, okay? And I know y'all are like, yes, you know, we watching on we watching on Peacock. Yes, we watching on YouTube. Yes, we watching on my phone, and all of those things are great that you watching on all of those places. But at the end of the day, what matters is when people sit here and watch it on Sunday night when it comes on, because that's what advertisers want to see. That's how the ladies get paid. Okay, that's how Portia gets her 360 deal. That's how Kay What's Her Face got a deal to come on this show. So I don't know, y'all. It's looking kind of bleak, okay? Considering they started out really low at 620,000, okay? And episode 2 was 710,000. And then they maintained 690,000 for 3 weeks. I guess that's while they was in Dallas. Then they dropped because the people was tired of Dallas. They dropped to 570,000. And then the last day in Dallas, they went up to 610,000. And now they didn't drop some more to 560,000. So what is the problem? Okay. Is it that we don't care about Kelly and the pastor? Is it that we don't care about Kay What's Her Face and her cooch problems? Is it that we don't care about who Portia is screwing this week? I'm trying to figure all of this out because you know we got Portia and her dating game. Okay, Portia dating Sway, Portia dating Mike, Portia dating Nosh, Portia dating this, Portia dating that. We got Kay What's Her Face and her alleged open marriage. I don't even know if it's a marriage at this point because she worried about, you know, her ex and who he's bumping and grinding with. And the crazy thing is, like I told y'all before, the person that they brought up was actually the person who was on the Queen's Court show with Kay What's Her Face. And now it's coming out that, you know, he even said that. I don't know why she called me an ex. Shout out to Millie Chun for breaking that news. And then, you know, eventually he spoke out about it. Now, hold on, I'm going to play Millie Chun's video. Hold on. Millie Chun TV. We gonna see what Millie Chun had to say on TikTok. We got number 10. TikTok. You said bring Nene back, child. Bring back somebody. Please bring back somebody. Bring back Sheree, honey. Bring back Kenya at this point. Bring back Candy. Bring back somebody. But this situation with the K What's Her Face and all the stuff that's going on with her, I'm just totally not interested. But we're gonna talk about it though, because y'all want to. Y'all want to. And I'm gonna also address yet again, because people in the come in the comments of my videos all the time and be like, well, what had happened? Why you don't like K What's Her Face? And I'm like, I'm so tired of telling y'all why I don't like K What's Her Face. I'm so tired of telling y'all what the deal is between me and K What's Her Face. Because at the end of the day, beef with me, you beef forever. Hold on, let me see. Where is the video? Hold on. Because she has sent it to me. Child, she done did 1,100 videos since then. Okay, that's let me go to her page. It's your girl. Oh, she live. Hey girl. Hey Millie Chun girl, she live. Okay, here it is right here. So shout out to Millie Chun because she shared this with us about Nosh. Hold on. And y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use. And so if you don't know who Nosh is, and during the last episode of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kay what's her face accused Portia of talking to her ex and saying things to her ex about her behind her back. Apparently, Kay what's her face seems to feel that Portia was plotting and planning and calling and trying to get information and all of the things. I don't know if that happened or not, but hold on. Am I stalling again, y'all? Let me know. Let me know. Yes, we are researching. Look, y'all, it's both of my computers. I don't know what's going on. It's the Wi-Fi. Hold on. Let's see. It's the Wi-Fi. Okay. We got that right now. And it won't even let me show the. Okay. Stop screen. You said I'm good. Okay, good. Thank y'all. But I'm not good over here because this computer right here is lagging. It is lagging. But we're gonna try to play this video. Okay, let me see. Did it come up? I don't see it. Child, it must be stream. Maybe it's StreamYard. Cause StreamYard, I keep putting the stuff in there. Lord, maybe it's StreamYard. It ain't even me. And now I gotta find a new streaming platform because StreamYard been acting up for a lot of people. You said Xfinity. Is Xfinity? Is StreamYard? Is me? Is my computer? I don't know what it is. I think it's StreamYard because now I can't share no screen. Um, hold on. Jeez, let me see if I can do it. And so, yeah, I don't know why it won't let me share a screen. And I look like I'm frozen. Oh, I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. I quit. We're not gonna be able to show it because I can't share no screens on my computer. Mm-mm. We are not going to be able to show it because StreamYard acting up. Let me see if I can go into StreamYard again. I got my dress from Fashion Nova. Thank you very much for asking, Kim's motivation. I appreciate the compliments. And oh, child, this live gonna be deleted. Cause I don't know what's going on with my stuff today. Okay, let me see if I can share it now. Did it come up? Share this tab. Okay, StreamYard. StreamYard is crazy. It's doing something. Can y'all see my TikTok? Oh my goodness. It said TikTok. So I'm sharing TikTok, but you can't see it. Can y'all see it? I can't see it. I don't know what's going on. No, it's not you, friend. It's me and it's StreamYard. I didn't got out. It says stop sharing. Share this tab instead. TikTok.com. I'm on StreamYard. Yeah, it won't let me see what I'm sharing. It won't let me share nothing. This is a mess. I got Millie Chun's thing right there. It's in the box. Let me take it out. Yeah, this is horrible. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let me see. Okay. Now something just popped up. I'm sorry, y'all. I am so sorry. It's still not working. Add the stage. Yeah, it's still not working. Thank you, Jeremy. We working, child. We trying. Let me see if this works. I'll do it that way. Now add it. It won't let me add it. Oh well. Millie Chun basically said that she had went into Nash's DMs and she asked Nash about the situation between him, Portia, and Kay What's Her Face. Okay. Nash said that Kay What's Her Face was delusional and that he was not an ex, that he had appeared on the show with her and that they had somewhat of a friendly relationship, but they were not in that type of relationship where she should be calling him an ex. He also did an interview with Cocktails with Carly, where he sat down and he went through the an hour worth of tea, where he said that Kay What's Her Face did call him and wanted him to come on the show, and that Portia also called him and wanted him to come on the show, but he said he declined them both because he values his privacy. So I'm like, what is going on? Are they all in this together? Somebody please let me know. So I am so disappointed that I can't get what I need. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. Am I back? Can y'all see me? Bam, bam, boom. This is the most jankiest live I've ever had. Maybe, maybe not. I've had some janky lives in the past. Hold on, let me try it now. Okay, there goes StreamYard. I'm in StreamYard. Let me go to TikTok. TikTok. Maybe it's you said let's not forget about Sabrina Peterson and Kay What's Her Face. Child. Kay What's Her Face has a long sordid history in Atlanta. Like she said, she was ran out of Atlanta. I wouldn't say she was ran out of Atlanta. I think she lied her way out of Atlanta. She burned a lot of bridges in Atlanta, and it wasn't necessarily about the people who didn't like her because of Memphis hits. It just stemmed from her and her entire attitude. Um, okay. Now let me see if I can add this share screen. Bam, bam. Did it come up? Yeah, we still not sharing. Let me see. Yeah, we still not sharing. Look at that. I have the video right there and it will not come up. So screw screen. Look, screw StreamYard. I am so through with them. I am so through with them. Shoot, I don't even have no pictures now. We can't even talk about the damn video. Hold on. You said the show needs a revamp. Only Portia, Phaedra, Angela, and Cynthia bring back Nene. Okay. But how do y'all feel about this situation with the K Michelle and the Nash guy and the Portia guy and them kind of alluding to like this, I don't know, this love triangle that's not really a love triangle. And now people are assuming that Portia was sleeping with Nash when she was married to Simon. It's just getting messier and messier to me. I don't know. Let me see. You said maybe restarting the live with a new link. Uh, let me try it. Yeah. I don't know if I want to try it. Hold on. Clear cache and cookies. Then I had to clear all y'all out and come back. You said Dominique Morgan is out of jail. We said that at the beginning of the stream, friend. You exhausted and you only halfway through the season. Me too. Me too. But whatever the case, I just don't know what it is about K Michelle. She's rubbing people the wrong way. She seems a little delusional. Who knows? It may flip in the middle of the season. I don't know. I kind of feel like Phaedra and Portia are gonna bump heads at some point. I was saying this on my Patreon earlier that Portia doing that interview with Carlos kind of like, to me, alluded to some type of trouble in paradise between her and Phaedra, because I know for a fact that Phaedra does not mess with Carlos King, okay? And Portia up until this point had never did an interview with Carlos King. So, you know, it is what it is. You said it's all in K. But I mean, the people were saying that, the ratings was gonna reflect, all of these big numbers, and the ratings actually went down. So how do y'all feel about that? You said it's a big mess. Bravo needs some new show ideas. I don't know. Not Phaedra liking all of K Michelle's post on IG. Well, what's interesting is if you look at Phaedra's confessional, she been throwing a lot of slick shade to Portia now. In one confessional, I thought it was fun shade, but then when you think about it, I'm like, that's kind of nasty. She said something about Portia's puss was up, for grabs for the highest bidder. And it's like, oh, I wouldn't want my friend to say that about me. And so Phaedra been saying like little stuff in the confessionals, even though when she's filming, she don't do nothing but make faces and stuff. But she's been throwing a lot of shade, honey. She's been throwing a lot of shade. You said Portia doesn't like Carlos. Ooh, I feel that the network pushed her to do that interview. Do you really? Do you think that? That's interesting. Because you think Carlos got a good relationship with Bravo? Because I think Carlos is kind of like the anti, against Bravo. I think Carlos does certain things to kind of mess with, Bravo's production. In my humble opinion, I'm just saying, Carlos doesn't work with them like that. Not K must smell his T class in the show. Well, there's that. Let me get off of K What's face. I'm tired of her. What else is going on, child? I can't even show y'all what I want to show y'all. Ooh. Okay, so Young Ma was on the Shannon Sharp show, and she made this comment that kind of alluded to, she only dates straight women. Okay, she's like, I love straight women. And then Shannon was like, oh, you like the flip women. And then she was like, no, straight women, they just attracted to me and I see it in their eyes and blah blah blah. And so a lot of people was like, up in arms because she's not getting the same type of backlash that EJ Johnson was getting for saying that he likes straight men. But I'm like, at the end of the day, both of them are delusional, because nobody that messes with either one of them is straight, and, considering the fact that Young Ma isn't like trans or any of that, she's literally a lesbian. Okay. She's a woman too. Like at the end of the day, like, to me, I don't know. Like straight is straight. So why people keep trying to bend straight and make straight into something else? So my thing is, if a person is messing with a trans, if a person is messing with a man is messing with a man, a woman is messing with a woman, then they are not straight. They may be bi, they may be pan, they may be all of the above, but they are not straight. Okay. So that's just my opinion. But people keep trying to use the word straight and give it different definitions. The same way the LGBTQ keep trying to impose other words on women and try to label us cis. The same way, it's just interesting that we end up being the test tube dummies for the LGBT community. And I know y'all in here gonna be mad at me, but I feel that way. You said them women are attracted to the masculine energy. Okay, masculine energy. So are the men attracted to the feminine energy when they date EJ Johnson? Y'all always talk about energy, and I be talking about genitals. You talking about energy. I don't know. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shout out to Derek J. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Young Ma and all of that. Okay. And what else is going on? I am so mad. It let me show the ratings, but it won't let me show Millie Chun. It still won't let me show nothing. Let me see. It won't let me show the rate. Oh, wait. Oh, look at that. Hold on. Let me see if I can use this same window. Hold on. Maybe it's that window. Let me see. Oh, I don't know how to get the Millie Chun. How do you get the Millie Chun? Go TikTok. Okay. Now I gotta go TikTok. And then I gotta go to TikTok. Maybe it's TikTok.
For your vagina.
Can y'all see that?
You love that for your vagina.
Huh.
I can't see it.
I don't see the Millie Chun. That is crazy. Let me see if I can see anything else. Let me see if I can see Google. Can I see Google? Oh, it's coming up. It's just coming up slow. Oh my gosh. This is horrible. I give up. I give up. Your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. Try sharing your screen again and restart this browser if it continues to be a problem. It's StreamYard, y'all. I apologize. It is StreamYard. We might have to have a whole do-over because StreamYard sent me that message. So let me leave the studio and come back in here. Let me go out of here. Go in this way and see if this works. Because they said it's my studio. You saw images? Yeah, the images came up at the end. Hold on, let me try it one more time. Okay, we back over there. TikTok. Millie Chun. And here she is. And let me go into share screen. Bam. Okay, it came up that time. Okay, let's okay. We're going backwards now. Okay. Let's see what happens, child. Hold on. Let me play the Millie Chun. Hold on. The Millie Chun and the Nosh situation. Let me go see what she said.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun.
Y'all hear?
So last night we were supposed to get some hot tea from Cocktails with Carly, right? The live was shut down. They said the tea was too hot. And I would have to agree because last night I got a little of this tea on my own. Let's get into it. So y'all know I'm never coming to y'all with no fake stuff. I'm not making nothing up or anything at all. So last night I was like, let me message Nosh because I've had a conversation with him before. I've interviewed him after Queen's Court. So what am I doing? Let me message him. So I messaged him and he messaged me back and I asked him some questions. And I asked him some questions that have been going around on the show because I wanted to know if they were true or not. And then also he gave me a little tea. Let's get into it. So as you can see, I asked him to come on the channel so we can have a conversation because we've had a conversation before. And then I asked him, was the interview posting last night? He said, Millie Chun, yes, it's been postponed, but it's still going to come through. Child, he pulled the show because he did not. And I asked him, why would you? I said, are you talking about Kay? Are you having a conversation about Kay Michelle? He said, of course. But he doesn't want things to come out about Kay. So I said, why would you do an interview, right? Because this is what he's upset about right here. I said, hey, Naj, it's Millicent. Do you have a moment? Come on the show, da 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 da. He said he was super shocked to be referred to as an ex. I said, I was shocked too. Because here's the thing. So this is what I found out. You know, they're on Queen's Court. It's a dating show. She was dating him, and towards the end, she was dating him and this white guy, right? So he was like, you can't really date. So he and Kay talked for about 2 months after the show. He said it wasn't anything, they were never exclusive. They never decided that this is what it's going to be. He was like, I said, because the word of the day is X. He said, yeah, and that's not who I am, right? So he said that there were some things that Kay showed him, and after 2 months of like talking off and on, he said, I was out. He said, I couldn't deal with it.
I'm gonna go out and come back while y'all watching.
Okay, so then I asked, like, well, let me ask you this. Like, let's get down to the brass tacks of it all, right? When did you and Portia date? Now, he had misspoke down here, right? He said at first it definitely overlapped with Kay. He said, I believe she's just reaching. And he said, and she and Portia was never friends prior to Real Housewives of Atlanta. But we always knew that they weren't friends. Portia stated that the other night on the show. She was like, I dated him after you, right? And he said he dated her way after. But then he fixed it. It definitely did not overlap. Okay. I was done with Kay before me and Portia became friends. So then I asked, I was like, what, did it some bang bang go down? He did not say that happened. And he also said he did not communicate that with K Michelle. He said that's not something we ever talked about. And he is upset that he even mentioned Portia because he was like, the only reason he said something was because Kay said Portia was bringing her onto the show. So he was like, okay, let me not make this odd. Me and Portia talked. In real talk, that's who's supposed to be letting Kay know, not so much Portia. Because Portia and Kay were not friends. I'm sure she knew her. She and Portia was never friends prior to RHOA, right? They were not friends. So the person who was linked to K Michelle is the person who should have mentioned about a relationship. He was the right one. That wasn't Portia's job. You know what I'm saying? That was not her thing to do. So he did what he was supposed to do, and Kay is aware. But I feel like once he did this, Kay used this as her storyline. This is when the change came in. Let's keep going. So this was a real question for me, right? Like, we both agree that Kay likes attention and she likes to be the center of attention, right? He told me about some situations when him and Kay has gone out and how she acted after there was a reaction to him walking in the room because he's a handsome man, right? So I was like, did you tell Kay that Portia wanted to go public? And Portia said, why do I always end up talking to somebody's ex? I said, because that's what she said you told her. He said, again, Delulu, that's not how that went. She ran with the story in her head, as we all know.
Okay, somebody says she's wrong, and that Portia should have let her know. I'm not too sure that that's. I don't know that she should have. Hold on. Let's listen to some of what he said. Let me see if I can manipulate this window and play this. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, that worked. Okay, now let's see a little clip snippet of his interview so we can see what was said. Okay. So Kay What's Her Face entered uh um posted some sound bites, okay, of a recorded phone conversation. And she said, imagine minding your business and then
This is what it is. I just want to keep you in the know. I was actually looking out for you. I was actually, like, so you don't just go out there looking blind, like you don't know what's going on. Talking something. I said, well, Kate, there's something I need you to know. Portia is my friend. This is what it is. I just want to keep you in the know. I was actually.
So what this one say? So this is what came. What's the face been saying? Now, let's see what Nash said. This says Nash denied being K. What's the face's ex. Nash says an ex is quote someone that was once significant in your life. K. What's the face doesn't know me inside and out like that. Everything was on the surface. None of my close friends saw her with me. We were never committed. Oh,
An ex to me is someone or an individual who was once significant in your life. You see what I'm saying? An ex is someone you can say that, oh, this was my person at the time that knew me. I don't think K. Michelle even knows me inside out like that.
Right.
You know? Everything was just on the surface, right?
Right.
Because we didn't really make it to the point where we like, okay, are we gonna be together?
Right.
What we're doing.
So you guys go ahead.
I don't even think any of my close friends ever saw her with me.
Okay.
So for me, if we didn't make it that far to a point where we're exclusively involved,
So you guys were not committed.
yes,
Yes, you guys were not.
we were not committed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can put that to rest. I know that they're speaking about it in the comments. And you know, so yes, they were not. They were dating. They were having
Okay, shout out to Cocktails with Carly.
a good time. It was a spinoff from the
An ex to me,
or not. They were dating. They were having a good time. It was a spinoff from the show,
Mhm.
right? It continued after the show, I should say.
Right.
And you know, so obviously dating, there was intimacy.
yes.
Okay.
So we were dating on the
But
show.
you were not in a relationship with her.
No, I'm not on the TV.
No.
Yeah.
Or personally.
But personally,
Okay. So it was just dating on the show.
we were dating.
And
on
then
the
you guys probably had like what, a friendship thereafter.
show. Well, we dated outside the show.
Okay.
Not how am I gonna put this? You know, we dated here and there, quite inconsistent, but we kind of dated. Hey, what you
We hooked
doing?
up
Right,
every
in
now and
town,
then.
whatever. You know.
Or not. They were dating. They were having a good time. It was a spinoff from the show,
Mhm.
right? It continued.
That's what I got from it. They hooked up a couple of times.
Did you tell K. Michelle that you did not want to be seen with Portia in public?
Well, there's a lot of motions to that, but we had that conversation. Yes, we did.
Okay. So
So him saying that to me indicates that, Portia was probably still, involved with Simon Guobadio.
he did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
We all know that Portia just went through a messy divorce, and the ex-husband is Nigerian, and I'm Nigerian. And like I said, it's a very small community
Right.
in Atlanta. So
Right.
add up the rest of the
so
stuff.
out of respect.
Out of respect,
I
you see
know
what I'm
that
saying?
we-
Like,
yeah.
like like
Okay. Somebody said, can Nash clarify that Portia only wanted to bring him on the show to antagonize Portia, K. Michelle?
no, she didn't want to bring me as an antagonist against K. Michelle. She said she was being portrayed as a whole. She was being portrayed like she's sleeping with other people's men.
Okay.
And can you come say something in that regard? Like, hey,
Now I need you to come say I'm not a hoe.
Tell K. Michelle that you did not want to be seen.
and can you come say something in that regard? Like, hey, just like what we say right now, clarifying the the situation. That was it. It wasn't to come and be. That was not what that was.
Right.
That's not what that was. Yeah.
Okay. Did you tell K. Michelle that Portia, Drew, and Phaedra was plotting on her? No.
That's not.
Well,
I ain't got nothing to do with that.
No.
I don't know, and none of them. I mean, I know Portia, but I don't know.
he doesn't watch. He doesn't.
I
Guys,
don't follow that show. I don't do nothing with it. It was Kim Michelle that reached out that they plotting against her,
okay.
and she was worried I might give something.
Right.
I'm like, I don't even have nothing to give you. So, and can you come say something in that regard? Like, hey, just like what we say right now, clarifying the the situation. That was it. It wasn't to come and be. That was not what that was.
Right.
That's not what that was. Yeah.
Okay. Did you tell K. Michelle that?
So there's that. I mean, do we care if here's the thing, Portia is single. So I mean, maybe she wasn't single when they got together in 2024. I don't know. But is this really explosive? I mean, for K What's the face to bring this out now, like why are you bringing it out? And why should Portia have told you if she talked to this man after you? Now, remember I brought up the Jason Lee interview, which was a long time ago because Jason Lee was fat back then. Hold on, he had lost a lot of weight. Hold on, LaShawn McCoy. And in this interview with K Michelle, Jason, I mean, she was basically saying that LaShawn McCoy left her to be with Portia Williams. And then she was like, oh yes, I love her. And so it's like this was years ago, right? And then you come on the show and act like you oblivious to everything that's going on. Like, we know you were a fan of the show, K What's Her Face. We know that you're coming on this show targeting Portia, and it's not the other way around, K What's Her Face. We know that, you are, you feel a way about your rotten leaking ass, and knowing that that's a storyline for you, and people are going to talk about the stench, and so she feels the ways that whatever it was, whether Portia was being shady or not, it is what it is. But look at this, and I played this before, but I'm just playing this again because I'm flustered, and this live is crap, and so we ain't got nothing else to do. Hold on.
Ooh, honey.
Because I'm in
Honey, let me
Atlanta.
tell you something about that.
I'm in Atlanta filming Wild 'N Out, and I know Delicia Cordone, and I start getting all these texts about with her face and everything, and I'm like, wow, because I knew she was with Marcus Vick and then moved on, and now with this guy.
Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer. Blah 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 blah.
But then I was, digging up my K Michelle facts, and I saw him on the list that you dated.
Let me tell you this. I didn't date him.
Okay.
I always heard.
So she was saying she didn't date LaShawn McCoy. She said that, he had a small penis, or that he was a 1 minute man. She also said that he had flew her out and she was there. And, when she left, he was with Portia the next day. Hold on, listen to this.
Wait,
wait. Imagine me being on edibles, can't control my high and my laughter. And this man, I'm like, my biggest flaw is, what this and that. He's like, yeah, my biggest flaw is I come quick.
Wait, is this in front of people?
No, just me and him.
Okay.
Let me fast forward. Hold on.
You're high.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I ended up, he went to practice, and I get a call, and I find out that he was with Portia like 2 days prior. And I wasn't feeling him or anything. I got on that plane, and he was like, you gonna do like this? Never talk to him again.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So he was never your boyfriend?
No, never.
And he comes too quick, and so he was dating Portia Williams too?
They've been together. That was together a long time.
People
like that
knew
was
about
everywhere.
that,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I love Portia, but
I love her too.
So, she didn't know Portia then, and she was talking about who Portia was dating and who she was with. Like, how she know Portia wanted that out there? Okay, back then. Okay. So it's interesting that, K Michelle is monitoring and clocking another woman's vagina, but JJ, and she was the main one in that car with Pinky Cole, who said, I'm not one to monitor a woman's vajayjay. Okay, so I'm tired. I'm so tired. And let me leave off with this because I feel like I gotta talk about this every single show. And since this show is crap, it might as well continue to be crap. Somebody had asked me why, and it seems like every single show, someone asks me, what is it about K What's Her Face that you don't like? Why is it that you call her K What's Her Face? And now hold on. So some people seem to remember. At least this person right here, Miss Trina over here on X, remember. Talking about just like you ran straight from the A down about her vagina. Yet you conjured up in your head that Portia was taking a dig at you about oysters. Okay. And so a lot of y'all, may not know me as straight from the A. Y'all only know me as Michelle ATLien Brown, but I am Michelle ATLien Brown, the owner and creator of Straight from the A, Atlanta's most popular blog site that's been on hiatus for a little while. But when I was blogging about love and hip hop, K What's Her Face got mad at me. So here I am going into the AI mode on Google just to show y'all. I'm just, I've said it a gazillion times. I've explained it a gazillion times. I played the song a gazillion times. Here is why I call her K What's Her Face. And here is why I will never see it for her. And here is why I would never have empathy for her and anybody spreading lies, if they are lies, about her smelly, rotten vagina. Okay. So it says in her early music, K What's Her Face, K Michelle directly mocked Michelle Brown by explicitly renaming her blog Straight from the A to Straight from the Ass blog during outspoken word outros and choruses in at least 2 songs. Instead of just a single track, K What's Her Face, K Michelle used this exact insult across multiple songs in her early mixtape projects. Okay. Now, the first song, Fuck You, from her mixtape, Still No Fucks Given, during the chorus and outro of this explicit track, K Michelle, K What's Her Face, steps away from singing to call out Michelle Brown directly. And she says, fuck you, smelling like a fish market. I'm going to get y'all some t-shirts that say K Michelle. She also says in her song, she says more than that. She was like, straight from the ass, blonde, fuck you, Michelle Brown, smelling like a fish market. You know, she said my whole name. Like I could have sued her if I wanted to, but I knew it wasn't true, so I didn't give a fuck. But on Shut Up, which is another song, it says K Michelle utilized the parody name again on this track to blast the blogger for constantly commenting on her personal life and physical appearance. Now, I never commented on her physical appearance, but I did say she was knock knee and had a big ass. Okay. And it says, and Miss Straight from the ass.com, Michelle, you don't want a piece of me, Rasputia. That's not what you want to do. Stop tweeting that bullshit. That's what she said about me. And I'm like, girl, I ain't never even tweet you. I said I didn't know you in the Twitter. Okay. And so here is why I nicknamed her. It said the nickname was a direct petty retaliation. Oh, to Michelle Brown's own blogging tactics, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let me keep going. Hold on. The relationship between R&B singer K Michelle, Kimberly Pate, and Michelle ATLien Brown, the founder of the popular Atlanta celebrity blog Straight from the A, is defined by a notoriously hostile and long-running media feud for over a decade. Y'all be telling me to get over Junkie Dineva with his dog shitting in my house and him stealing out my purse and stuff. Now it's been over a decade, and K What's Face put me in a song. So if I can't get over Junkie Dineva stealing from me and doing all that, I damn sure can't get over K What's Face lying about my vagina in a song. Okay. Listen, and she never met me. Just like she said, people lying on her hot pocket who never met her. Well, K Michelle has never been in the same room with me, has never met me, has never talked to me on the phone, has never talked to me in person, but she put me in a song and she said I smell like a fish market, which is interesting to me because that started with Junkie Dineva and apparently they are friends, but I digress. I always say it always stem with the junkie. Okay. But anyway, it says for over a decade, Brown heavily critiqued and lampooned K Michelle's career, reality TV behavior, and personal choices, prompting sharp reaction from the singer. Now, the nickname K What's a Face, in deliberate effort to minimize her brand and avoid giving her direct search engine traffic, Michelle Brown strictly refused to refer to the singer by her stage name on Straight from the A. Instead, she spent years calling her K What's a Face. So if you Google K What's a Face, Straight from the A will probably come up. Okay. Or I would call her What's a Face in every article, title, and write up. Now it says Brown frequently document K Michelle's evolving physical, blah, blah, blah. And so it is very interesting that now it says context and modern dynamic, the tension between the two has stayed highly relevant to urban pop culture followers due to both women's distinct career paths. Michelle Brown continues to run Straight from the A, operating as an OG Atlanta blogger, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know that. K Michelle is on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now look at this. I was asking all kind of questions. It said the smelling like a fish market line in K What's a Face's song said because the track was released before the public hygiene rumors started, K Michelle's use of that specific insult in the outro wasn't her defending her own body. It was a generic raw insult she threw directly at Michelle Brown to humiliate her in return for the negative career blogging. Now, here is the irony and feedback. The supreme irony of this feud is that putting that exact phrase, smelling like a fish market, on a track aimed at Michelle Brown in 2011, K Michelle inadvertently laid the groundwork for the blog's future retaliation. Years later, when disgruntled men in the industry made malicious claims about K Michelle, Straight from the A enthusiastically weaponized those exact same themes right back at her. And those are the songs right there. K What's Face, Shut Up, and F You. Okay. And so I've played them several times, and I don't even know if I want to play them again. Hold on. Am I in the stream yard? Hold on, let me remove that. Ooh, shout out to the squad, because tonight, child, we ain't been talking about nothing. We ain't been talking about nothing. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this stream up, because when I say it was so janky, and I'm still having problems with StreamYard. Hold on, let me see if I can take. I can't even take no calls because I can't hear y'all. I'm gonna try. Yeah, I can't even take no calls because I'm not gonna be able to hear y'all. Oh gosh. Anyway, let me see what else I wanted to play. I'm gonna play these songs one more time. Hold on. Y'all said Drew Sidora is a celebrity. Okay. I should have sent her a cease and desist. I didn't really care enough at the time. It's my show. I can call it what I want. I know that's right, friend. Manetta Shaw was recording her co-workers of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she was reprimanded. Exactly. So Kay What's Face is recording phone conversations. It's crazy. Kay has a problem with anyone that has something to say about her. That is not good for a celebrity. Okay. Well, there's that. I'm through with Kay What's Face. Moving on. The people wanted me to talk about T.S. Manhan's business partner, who T.S. Manhan separated himself from and said he's no longer his business partner, was jailed. Okay, was the bond was remanded and he was jailed until sentencing, and sentencing was today. Well, apparently, according to the spiritual whisperer, uh, and some more people over here on the TikTok, Dominique Wilkins was released under a 5-year probation. And now, hold on. Let me see if I can put this in. Let's do it. Share that. Is it gonna go? Let's see. Okay, it popped up that time. Okay. Now here is what the spiritual whisperer said, and the spiritual whisperer attended Dominique Morgan's probation hearing.
Y'all, spiritual whistleblower here, reporting from Brooklyn downtown. Just came out of the courtroom. Witnessed Dominique Morgan sentencing. Dominique Morgan was sentenced to 5 years probation. Also found out too that allegedly he's been harassing the people at Oprah while he was locked up. He, she, whatever. I don't want to hear nobody saying I'm misgendering shit right now. Bottom line is this: Dominique and TS set up the DL Whisperer, and justice still must be served, okay? DL Whisperer should be free. So keep the DL Whisperer in prayers. I want to say a special shout out, thank you to the supporters that came out today in support of the DL Whisperer and all the survivors of domestic violence around the world. Right now, a lot going on. Free the DL Whisperer. This has got to stop. The misogyny has to stop against women. That's all I'm gonna say.
So it's interesting that now a lot of T.S. Manhan's followers and minions have also come forward and dragging, her for being there and saying free DL Whisper and all of that, and then saying, well, none of y'all women who say anything about the DL Whisperer has ever been to not one hearing of the DL Whisperer. But none of y'all who were supporting Dominique Morgan have been to one hearing of Dominique Morgan's. Nobody was there except the spiritual whistleblower. That look, T.S. Manhands wasn't even there to see what was going to happen to his business partner, who he claims is not his business partner. Now, I also found it interesting that the spiritual whistleblower was responding to them people and then said this, honey. I was gagged. Okay, said Dominique Morgan definitely snitched to get that 5-year probation. The question is, who did he snitch on and to whom? Hashtag free the DL Whisperer. Hashtag Rico. And it is alleged that there's some shenanigans, there's some funny business going on with that TS Manhan starter house, who only had one person in it. And Dominique Morgan was TS Manhan's partner in the starter house. In fact, they were, he was the co-founder. And at the end of the day, the people are in their feelings, acting like I was lying about TS Manhan's actually getting donations and sponsorship and everything for this starter house for over a year, and nobody is in the house except one person, and that one person happens to work for Dominique Morgan. Interesting, but we're gonna finish now. Apparently some more people was dragging the spiritual whistleblower and was saying that, again, nobody showed up to the DL Whispers hearings, right? um but the people that did show up, TS Manhands, Dominique Morgans, and the minions, that all banded against the DL Whisperer to keep him locked up, which is crazy. um Now, she responded with none of Dominique Morgan's followers showed up to her court appearance today to support her, but they're celebrating her stealing from her own trans community and getting away with it. The bar truly is in hell. I'm with you, spiritual whistleblower. The bar is in hell. Okay. Now, they can call us transphobic and homophobic and all the phobics, but then you got somebody who literally stole from your own community, who literally used it to build a closet, who literally pled guilty, which means they know they were guilty in pocketing the money, whether they got jail time or not. They got 5 years probation, which means if they even spit on the sidewalk or run a red light, they get to go to jail. So it is, it is really messy. That situation is really messy. Now, the TS Manhattan starter house, child. T.S. Mann has finally spoken out about it in an interview. Hold on, let me go in my okay, here it is. Let me send it to okay, send. Now let me go to Instagram and pull it up. So he was asked about it recently, and he was hemming and hawing. And I found it interesting that he was hemming and hawing. And in fact, a couple of people found it interesting that he was hemming and hawing and hemming, because where'd it go? Did I send it? Hold on. Because they sent me this. Okay, let me see. There it is right now. Okay. So I can't even fast forward it. I hate that. Yada, 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 yada. Let me speed it up. Hold on, I'm trying to get to the end. Blah, 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 blah. It's a long interview, and I can't fast forward, and I don't want to play the whole thing. You said, and the one person was online bragging about having money. Okay. Hold on. This the one person that was bragging about having money. Hold on. I'm gonna point out the lies. This is so fun to me. I love doing research. Hold on. Here it is, right here. Okay, so share screen. So that's him right there. BET was honoring a bunch of people that they feel are iconic. We are prone to disagree, but here he is speaking on it.
Family, our backbone. There's so many broken homes and broken families that have shaped the way that our family dynamic and our culture.
Hold on, I gotta fast
But
forward.
my mother has been my backbone. She's been. We don't always get along. Sometimes
nobody does.
But I love my mom.
Yeah.
I would tear some shit up.
I know you will, and we will too for you.
Yeah, I know.
And speaking of homes and broken homes, last time I saw you also, we talked about the T.S. Madison Starter House.
Yes.
I think you were
Here it is.
just launching it at that point. So can you give us an update on that? How was it?
Now, this person was being a little messy, asking, can you give us an update? Because we know nobody in there. And so T.S. Manhands was stuttering a little bit. Okay. Child, hold on, listen.
going?
I can tell you that we are in the process of restructuring the T.S. Madison Starter House.
Okay.
There was some unforeseen circumstance that happened. We do have a girl in the house. Her name is Samaya Esters.
Okay.
And so
Remember when I told you that? I was the one who broke that to you. It's one person in the house in a year. Okay. That person actually flew in from Orlando just to stay in the house. Okay. Keep listening.
with Samaya being in the house, I've been fully funding this stuff myself.
So T.S. Manhan says he's been fully funding this. Okay. Remember we pulled up that pledge request where he was asking his followers to pledge and donate, and some of them did. Where is all the money going? Okay. Remember when we showed a $1,000 check, some odd check from Pure for Men? Where did the money go? Okay. Remember when we showed him with a check from Gaucher? Shout out to Gaucher. Gaucher's breakfast bar. Gaucher donated some money. Where did the money go if he's the only one financing it? Hold on, listen.
It's hard. It's hard. But I've been fully, doing this stuff myself. And I'm committed to the mission, and the mission is still continuing. I'm about to partner with some more folks.
Is there a way that people can help you, or?
Well, right now we're going through we're renewing our thing with Nasom Inc. Or
you see him in the hall. Remember, he said he didn't control any money. It was not government funded. In fact, it was going through something else that was government funded, which is Nasom. Now he's saying he's not using Nasom no more because remember his business partner was in jail, okay, for stealing from another nonprofit, and now the business partner had him profit with Nasom, which is a nonprofit. Now he said he's going with somebody else. Are you going with somebody else? Because y'all don't know where the money at. Hold on, keep listening.
Or we might be finding another fiscal because I don't have a 501c3.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
You want some exclusive?
This is gonna be interesting. He said he don't have a 501c3. Hold on, listen.
I don't have a 501c3 because I knew being a person that's large, people always try to find a scandal.
Yeah.
T.S. Manhans is just so large. He's bigger than life, honey. He is bigger than Oprah, bigger than Tyler Perry, who all have 501c3s. T.S. Manhans says when you are large, you cannot have a 501c3 because it will end in scandal. Okay. They will accuse you of stealing money. They won't accuse you of stealing money if they have no reason to accuse you. If your partner is a convicted felon and has pled guilty to stealing money from other nonprofits, why wouldn't they look at you sideways? But who am I but a reasonable human being? Hold on, listen.
I've never wanted to handle any money. I've never wanted to touch any money. I've never wanted to do. I've always wanted to partner with someone that would do that for me. And I would just use my power of influence, my power of presence to get housing for the girls and let somebody else handle the money. I don't want that.
Right. That's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. And it's also not because I take anything, but because of the stigma of
And that's like a hit dog hollering. Not because I would take anything. Not because because I don't want to handle any money. Not because I would take anything. I don't want a 501c3 because I don't want to be involved with the money. Not, I wouldn't touch it though.
Round.
Yeah.
And so I just decided, no.
Yeah. Before I let you go, you on Fox 5 with my family, Marissa Mitchell.
I just found that interesting, that little explanation. I wish I could rewind it, but I can't. But yeah, thank y'all for tagging me in that. That was very interesting. He scares you. He scares me too, child. He is just an angry bully. There's only one person in the house. I told y'all there was only one person. Me, Sandra Rose, the AJC. Everybody been telling you for months there was only one person in the house. Hold on, we're gonna pull up Sandra Rose. Shout out to Sandra. Hold on. Sandra pointed out that the only person was that the AJC exposed that there was only one person in the house. And the AJC exposed it low key. The AJC is the one who pointed it out. Now look at this. Look at this. We're gonna go back. We're going back in history because I'm sure I have already talked about this before. So here it is. Bam bam. TS was trying to get all of the press. Okay. The AJC exposes T.S. Manhans. Only one resident have lived in the house since 2024. And that person didn't get in the house until 2025 almost. Hold on, listen. So I guess the house was empty while they was getting $50,000 checks and $1,000 checks and $10,000 checks and monthly pledges. Okay. It said the Atlanta Journal-Constitution inadvertently exposed T.S. Madison for housing only one homeless trans person in his Atlanta starter home. Madison claimed he donated the house to help homeless trans women transition to permanent housing, but Madison's name is still on the deed for the house in Conyers. Madison told Forbes, when I first came up with the idea, I donate my first house to charity. I thought about how I moved to Atlanta homeless, broke, poor, sick from silicone poisoning, and with no sense of direction or place to go. One of my trans sisters took me in and became like a second mother to me. She motivated me and gave me the tools to start over. Madison built the home as a sanctuary for Black trans women, co-founded and inspired by T.S. Man Hands. Okay, look at the man hands. Look at the man hands. Look at him cutting the ribbon ceremony. A ribbon cutting ceremony was held at the Starter House November of 2024, but no one moved in until December of 2025. Actually, the ribbon cutting ceremony was I think it was like in March of 2024, and nobody moved in until December, child. Madison's business partner, Dominique Morgan, was charged with stealing $100,000 from New York City charity, which to me is why people look at this situation sideways. Okay. No one is saying, and T.S. Manhans is quick to go to his platform and say, I'm not government funded. I'm not government funded. No one is saying, I'm not saying he's government funded. I'm just saying that, having a house that you say you quote unquote donate, that you did not donate, that you are actually actively taking money for, and no one is utilizing the house in the manner in which you claim that it was donated is, interesting to me. That's a form of fraud, and that's just my opinion. Okay. And so, there is what it is. And so it says Zamaya, the Starter House first resident, is a TikTok influencer. Okay. Zamaya is the only resident who has ever lived in the house. The worst part is Zamaya is a TikTok influencer who actually lives in Orlando, Florida. And y'all know there are plenty of homeless trans people in Atlanta. So, it says Madison has accepted over $250,000 in donations. And did we not just see T.S. Manhans say that he is funding it? Where's the 250,000 in donations? Did Dominique run off with that too? Is he gonna blame Dominique for that too? I don't know, child. I'm just asking the questions. Now, speaking of T.S. Manhans, there is this ongoing beef. There is this ongoing beef with T.S. Manhans and another influencer. Her name is A-List Nicole. Okay. A-List Nicole was on Twitter. No, she was on TikTok or Instagram. Instagram. A-List and Nicole. She was on Instagram, and she shared her thoughts about T.S. Manhans, saying that the reason that they are DL men is because of women. So she actually went on her platform to share her thoughts, as everyone does, and it sparked this whole tirade from T.S. Manhans. Now, here she is. She is a beautiful plus size woman. Okay. We all come in all different shapes and sizes and colors and all of the above, but a woman is a woman nonetheless. And so, since she has spoken out, T.S. Manhans has went to his platform and tried to humiliate her, demean her, pull all these pictures of her on his page and on his Facebook page, old pictures of her talking about how big she is and all of the above, as if he ain't big himself. Okay. So here is what A-List Nicole said that sparked T.S. Manhans' outrage.
Big leprechaun in the hood built ass bitch. Timothy had the nerve to say that Black women need to take accountability for the role that they play with men being DL. And bitch, let's just keep it a buck. Transgenders, y'all the motherfucking reason that these men are DL. Y'all sneak and geek with them instead of holding their asses accountable and making them be open about what the fuck they got going on. By turning them down and making them understand that if you want to be with me, bitch, you need to be open and honest in your truth. Y'all sneak and geek with them. and make them feel like being DL is okay. That's why the fuck they DL. Let's keep it a buck. But see, I never liked this science project ass bitch anyway, because the bitch always got something to say about black women, but claim that you support and love black women. Bitch, you really hate them. You hate black women because you can't be a black woman. You have to cosplay for the rest of your motherfucking life. You gotta wake up and look at that ugly, bad built BBL that you went got thinking that it was gonna make you look like black women. Whole time you look like a motherfucking stick by the ankles with bad feet and bad legs holding up all that motherfucking cellulite, bitch. How your breast got cellulite? Make it make sense. You pumping your body with all that motherfucking cement, bitch. Got your motherfucking brain gone. But let's be for real. Let's remind you, in case you over there lying to yourself like you do every other time on social media. Let's remind you that, bitch, you are a man. You are a man who hate yourself so much that you had to go pay to be a black motherfucking woman, or attempt to be one, bitch. But you could never, ever. I don't even see how black women are still supporting you. I see straight through that black phone ass face you got, bitch. Always got something to do with black women in your mouth. Bitch, you're jealous. As usual, another motherfucking man can't control his motherfucking emotion. Bitch, you're jealous. And so this big leprechaun in the hood built ass bitch, Timothy, had the nerve to say that black women need to take accountability.
My bad, honey. So shout out to A-List Nicole. That was a read. So T.S. Manhands goes on his platform, child, and pulls all of these pictures and gets his minions to pull all these pictures of A-List Nicole and try to drag her. And so hold on, let me see if I can find one. Hold on. Because you know they love trying to humiliate women for having an opinion. What is it called? Hold on. Like this video, y'all. We just shooting the shit like y'all said. I can't find it. But let me go back to A-List and Nicole, because she started responding to T.S. Madison. I don't even want to post T.S. Manhands because you know how he is. But she started responding to him because, you know, of course, you know, he goes to his page with his angry tirade, right? So here's what she did in response to all of his angry tirades. She started trolling him back. Okay, she started trolling him back. So look.
Y'all, it's your girl A-List Honor, and baby, the internet is hot today. So Timothy the T-Rex took to Facebook to say a couple of words to the A-List Honor Nicole. This big ant booty bitch said, I really don't be fucking with nobody, but when I respond, it be nuclear. Lie. Because this read is ass. It's bullshit. Sounds recycled as fuck. But anyway, let's get into it. That big bitch Jelly rolled over out of breath and decided to make a whole video about me talking about accountability and the roles we all play in the DL man culture. That was ass. She was a hit dog that hollered, but more like a swole pug holler. And bitch, what kind of dog are you? Big ass Saint Bernard, but we ain't gonna speak on it. Let's finish this lame ass read. That big Dole prune juice bottle built low blood sugar, high calorie intake, butter beans, and pig feet, high blood pressure, heavy cholesterol, black inner thigh, multi-neck, and ankle, cold sore in the summer, wide back with a flat pancake booty having.
You know, he always try to drag women's looks. He do that all the time.
Getting red down when I settle in New Orleans tomorrow. Well, open a book, because baby, this shit is ass. And don't y'all say shit to me, because I was not fucking with that 2 tons of funk ass bitch. You could never. Bitch, that ass look like mushrooms grow out of it. Sit tight. Thank you to everybody from the Maddie Mob holding me down while I celebrate my win. Yeah, you the T-Rex and they your hatchlings. And let's be clear, at A-List Honor Nicole, the amount of income that the name Timothy generate, bitch, you or your children will never see in this lifetime. You T-Move Respucia. That shit was ass crap. Coming from a natural born God-given woman. Something your big bad built Buick ass will never be in your life. Something that you wake up every morning to put on to cosplay. Let's get into it. Now you done came for Jess Hilarious. You done came for motherfucking Kaya. You done came for Macy Gray. You done came for Nene Leakes.
Tasha K, ATLien, the list goes on, and each and every one of them have a vagina.
Trying to gaslight her on her show. But baby, I promise you, you cannot shut me up, Timothy. You do not hurt my feelings. You do not scare me. And I don't want to be you, and you could never be me. Ursula the Sea Witch, you mad because I struck a nerve, bitch. You mad because I struck a nerve. I hit you where it hurt. You mad. All I hear is fat, 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 fat. Because that's all the fuck that you can say. Of course, if you go find more out about me or try to dox me like you did the DL Whisperer, you warlock.
Like he did ATLien.
But let's be real. The fat jokes is dead, baby. That shit is dead.
Yep, the fat jokes are dead, honey.
I go to the doctor. I take care of myself. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure. All thanks to the man above. But let's get into you. I'm pretty and I'm fat. Do I give a fuck? No. Can y'all run me off the internet? No. At least I can say I'm pretty and fat. Bitch, you been ugly and fat all your motherfucking life. Bitch, you had to go have surgery. And you must have went got it out somebody's basement, bitch, because you full of motherfucking cement with that black phone and saw ass face. It's a motherfucking snapping turtle. Talking about a black neck and black inner thighs. Bitch, you could never brag. Bitch, I got beautiful skin. Beautiful, silky, smooth, golden skin. And no shade to the people that do deal with discoloration. But luckily, every fat bitch don't have discoloration between their thighs or on the back of their neck, bitch. Bitch, your face splattered up like a motherfucking paint wall, bitch. Or is that all the jizz that you didn't let these niggas spray on you, making your money? The money that I'll never have. You can never, you garbage truck. You want to talk about a flat booty? Bitch, I'd rather have a flat booty over a big, soggy, stinking ass diaper full of worms and flies, bitch. I know after a day's work, your ass got to bathe in some Dawn with bleach, bitch. Anybody lay down with your big parasitic ass is a pervert. And it's twisted just like your big, nasty walking ass. And your hatchlings got so much to say about how I look like you. Show them what you look like up under that wig and makeup. Take that wig and makeup off. You big botched buffalo back bitch. You know you ain't eating up shit this way, bitch. To be honest, your ass look better as Timothy the Untouched Man. Cause I don't know what the fuck this science feature dish ass shit you got going on is, bitch. But anybody think that somebody is jealous of you, they just as delusional as your ass. Booty look like it's full of parasites. Talking about a Dole prune juice bottle. Bitch, you big carton of 2-week-old cottage cheese. Nasty dented up hard body booty ass bastard. You could never looking like a rotten calcified wisdom tooth bitch that need to be extracted off the face of this earth. Timothy got big shoes for them big ass Sasquatch ass feet. Motherfucker got to buy clothes for that big decomposing XL ass BBL, bitch. Cause where the fuck did you get that shit? That looks so fucking gross. Never seen that shit before. And you think I'm jealous of that? And semen in that heavy ass, botched ass booty. You gotta get big wigs for that big Rottweiler ass head. Big nails for them big King Kong ass hands, bitch. You are truly scary and horrific looking. This the same motherfucker that said he was gonna do this, that, and the other if a woman tried to stop him from coming in the women's bathroom. Why are you so fucking obsessed with women, bitch? And it's a scary obsession. You the type that will get mad enough to hurt a woman. You need to take that anger and go get on somebody's football field, bitch. Just overly delusional. Big Barney built ass dude. I know you be out here cosplaying a woman, but bitch, I hope you carrying around some motherfucking dude wipes. That's the only thing gonna work for your ass. You can't use regular baby wipes. All the shit and leakage that come out that bad busted can of biscuit BBL you got, that big T-Rex ass booty. I know your ass in that hotel knocking shit over, you mad bitch. Your ass ain't triggered. I struck a nerve, bitch. Y'all ass get boosted up on live. Just like somebody lied and told you that sack of shit ass BBL you got look good. Bitch, that look like a motherfucking cement pile at a construction site. Just cement everywhere. Cement in your cheeks. Cement in them ugly ass titties. And cement in that heavy ass booty, you nasty, dirty dog. Got motherfuckers in my inbox talking about I better be ready. Bitch, for who? Bitch, I'm in this bitch, nah. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, A-List.
Yeah. Okay. So, you know, the same way. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. Every single time somebody says something that T.S. Madison don't like, T.S. Manhands doesn't like, we know y'all know, y'all have been a witness to it over the years. He gets his mob together and then tries to harass, humiliate, demean, bully, all of the above. You know, don't want you on the internet, to shut you up. Don't talk about him. But yeah, Anna Nicole been going in. Let me see what else she said. Hold on. Oh, she did put the she put the leprechaun up there. Hold on, let me go back. Go back. Start at the beginning. Okay, start at the beginning. She put the leprechaun up there for T.S. Manhan. Oh Lord. Okay, so I guess these are pictures. Okay, let me see what else she got. Timothy takes a fall because his little legs couldn't hold up. Then she got another one because you know they was in her inbox. They dragging her all online. T.S. Manhan's got his minions doing videos about her, and so you know she's clapping back. And these aren't just her just doing them all willy nilly. I just don't feel like going to T.S. Manhan's page and pulling it. It's also on his Facebook page, but I'm blocked, we blocked, she blocked, he blocked. So hold on.
And baby, T.S. Madison could never. I have such soft features, natural healthy hair. Yes, ma'am. Not a lick of concrete. Ain't nobody played construction on my body. I am a natural, biological, happy woman. I don't have to go to bed at night depressed, in a bad mental state, wishing that I was something that I can never be in life. Life's good. And baby, T.S. Madison could never. I have such soft features.
Okay, T.S. Hands could never. Okay. And so she don't care. Look, she like, it don't matter. I'm fat. Okay. I'm big. Okay. I got fat. Women, that's what happens. We have a lot of fat deposits all over our bodies. We have our arms gather fat, our legs gather fat, our tummies gather fat. That's what happens when you are a woman with, real biological estrogen flowing through your veins and real hormones and all of that jazz. Like, even with him pumping hormones, he will never. Okay, he will never. Oh Lord, not what is that? Child. Oh Lord, what else you got? Hold on.
Yeah. You over there spiraling on live, baby. You spiraling. But let's clear something up. The age gap between us is 20 plus years. You should not be that bothered. You should not feel that threatened by me, boo. I get it. You don't know how to take this because you ain't used to somebody going against your big Barney booty. You don't know what to do with me because you have yet to read me for filth or prove your point. Because, baby, that second read, when you landed in New Orleans, it was whack. Boo, boo, tomatoes.
I haven't heard
But I'm
it.
going to tell you this. You can't read me back properly because I stung that butt. I stung you far worse than anybody you done ever beefed with on the internet in the history of niggerdom. Let's keep it a buck. You can't read me back because you out your element. I took it right from up under you in front of the whole world. I don't care about money. I don't care about accomplishments. I might not have the following you have. I might not have the network you have. But understand that where I'm at in life, I'm having shit my way too, boo. And understand that just as God has blessed you with that, he can snatch it from you and give it to me. That money means nothing when your soul is rotten. Rotten just like the leakage coming out that bad botched BBL. I said it once and I'm going to say it again. You're not a woman, boo. The substance that God gave a natural born woman, you will never have. You might as well sit this one out and erase all the stuff like you said you was going to do because I'm going to keep stinging that tail. You will never be able to bear children. You will never know what PCOS is like. You will never know what it's like to manage household and emotional labor at the same time. As a woman, you will never know what it's like to experience certain workplace inequalities, certain health vulnerabilities. You will never know what it's like to experience women hormone imbalances. You will never know what it's like to experience breast cancer for those who have experienced it. You got to cosplay for the rest of your natural born life. You will never experience true womanhood. I give a care what you're talking about. But let's be for real. That's why you hate black women. You hate black women because you will never be able to be one, and that's your one wish. That's why you hate your mom, because you wish she had a Tamika instead of a Timothy. I see straight through you. And baby, you nor your hatchlings over there with the Maddie mob know anything about me. Because here y'all come deflecting, gaslighting, spinning narratives that ain't even there, mental issues just running rampant. But I ain't responded to now one, and I'm not, because my issue is not with them. My issue is with you. You have been doing this for over 10 years, calling black women out their name, got them scared to go up against you or say anything. Well, I got my sisters. Somebody got to do it, and I did it well, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep speaking out against the confusion that you are trying to infect the black community with. Nobody's saying y'all can't exist, but let's be for real. How you going to try to be everything that a black woman is, all while bashing and intimidating them in the same breath? How you think you finna come in and take over what's already been here? Pay homage. Show respect. Because saying that black women need to take accountability for the role that they play with DL men, that was not it. It definitely offended me. And I'm sure it's other women that it offended as well. It offended me because these same DL men that you speak of, y'all sneak and geek with them and then send them back home to the very black women that have no idea that they've been digging in y'all E. coli infested behinds. Let's keep it a buck. Put it all on the table. They be with y'all, and then they go back to these families that don't even know y'all exist. Don't even know that that's what's going on. Setting them up for risk of syphilis, HIV and AIDS, and everything else. And let's just keep it a buck. Let's just be real. You alone is nasty and trifling. All the vile and disgusting stuff you done in your adult films with these men. Not to mention, not only trans, but also gay men are in the comments stating how they are going to still sneak and geek with these DL men. Like that is something to brag about. That is disgusting. That shows no morality. That shows no respect or regard for black women or yourselves. So the problem is y'all. Take accountability as much as you try to put it on Black women. Because every time we look up, Black women is in your mouth, and it's not nothing positive. At the end of the day, y'all know these men be having homes, wives, children. We don't know that they sneaking and geeking with y'all. And yet y'all still don't speak out against it. Y'all don't look out and protect the very Black women that y'all want to be like, that y'all claim y'all don't have a problem with. So yeah, I took offense to that. I definitely did. Black women, come on, my sisters. Y'all got to do better. To be honest, I don't look at these men as some innocent, exclusive person that we need to include in our spaces. Take the emotion out of it and look at these people for exactly what they are. Men who cosplay. These men should not have no room in our space. We should not be getting our hair done by them. There's plenty of women that do hair. We should not be allowing them around our children. We should not be allowing them around our men and making them accept that, because yes, it get that deep. Just like they say DL men don't have the space to be who they want to be without being judged. Think about the straight men. Think about when y'all include these people around straight men. Then they deflect and say, oh, he homophobic, or he shouldn't feel no kind of way if a trans or a gay man is around him. You wrong. He should get very uncomfortable, because don't no straight man want to be around no transgender or no gay man. So yes, it's that deep. It's deep rooted. We open our space to them for them to copy us and then turn around and turn on us. How many people have y'all seen do that? Be for real. Think about it. I responded to his initial video stating that Black women need to take accountability for the role that they play with DL men. And what I did is I turned it on him and his community, which, to be honest, all women should have been on his behind about what he said. Because how are you to blame for another man? If anything, these men playing cosplay should be made accountable. These gay men who sneak and geek should be made accountable. We talking about a reptile mixed with a cow mixed with a chicken. A reptile at the top, a wildebeest in the middle, and a chicken by the ankles. All this confusion and diversion for what? Why does it need to be included over here? Especially by people that don't really give a rat's tail about Black women. Let's keep it a buck. He sat there and deformed Black women's character where it wasn't needed at all. That was very narcissistic, very misogynistic. He didn't say that about white women. He said it about Black women. There's a reason he said it about Black women.
Yep.
Think about it. He know better than a racist. He's no better than a white, red-faced racist. Because what did they do? When they seen Black people living happy, thriving, conquering, they stripped the Black families of the fathers, left the mamas with the kids. Then they stripped the kids from the mamas by dropping drugs and gangs in our communities. And he over here dropping untruths in our Black community as Black women. How sway on that computer screen? Why? He embarrassed. He embarrassed because little bitty old me, a nobody, came and ate him up better than anybody he ever had internet beef did. Because he's used to our Black women going along with him and staying silent to keep from causing commotion or ruckus or being canceled. Shimothy, tell him why you deleting your posts. Tell him why you say it's me versus me and not me versus you. Because for 2 days now, it's been you versus me, baby. And I've been whipping that tail left and right, all up and down what y'all like to call Beyonce's internet. Nah, this Anna Nicole internet, nah. You getting old, boo. You losing your touch. You need Kaya. Why you trying to be her? You need Kaya. Because that read was lame. At the end of the day, I'm looking out for women. I'm looking out for Black women specifically. I'm looking out for the future of my child, my Black son, and all the other children that y'all are trying to eradicate from having a choice when it comes to having y'all in the children's books, in the children's cartoons, and in children's spaces. It's all wrong. And to the mental Maddie mob, understand that everybody who got on here trying to bash me, unprovoked when this had nothing to do with y'all, God gonna handle y'all. That's why I didn't entertain now one. Even the ones that kept tagging me and trying to get me to entertain y'all, I didn't. To my A-listers, thank y'all for sticking with me. Thank y'all for going up against this penguin with me. I love y'all, and best believe I am doing this for us, for the future of womanhood and the future of Black women.
All right. Shout out to A-list Anna Nicole, honey. Y'all go follow her. Hold on. She's saying something else. Hold on. She's still dragging TS Man hands there. No, especially no big box BBL. Look, they going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Let me see what this is. I always come for Black. Hold on. She said, I always come for Black women in a negative way because I deep down want to be one, and I have a botched BBL made of concrete, but think I'm fine. Who am I? Now she did a BBL. Now she stuffed her. Okay, all righty. Hold on. What else she got? What else she got, honey? I'm look, I didn't have no topics. I'm just here for the beef. I don't argue with delusional. Here's what you need to know when it comes to the DL whisper. Let me see what she said right here.
Your girl A-List on Nicole, and let's unpack some things. So, if y'all remember Timothy going live, aka T.S. Madison. So I'm assuming that he thinks me and DL Whisper are friends. I don't know. And I only say that because in his live, it was told to me that he said something to the effect of my boy, referring to DL Whisperer. And a lot of his fans and supporters are spinning a narrative that I am friends with the DL Whisperer. Let's be clear, I do not know the DL Whisperer at all. What I do know is in Timothy's live, he stated that all the money that is being donated to the DL Whisperer while this case is active and this is going on, he said that that money is going to be granted or awarded to him. I don't know how true that is, but what I am going to say is, because I feel bad for the DL Whisperer, because a lot of what he was saying was true and he was trying to help women. And so just that right there got my follow with him, being that he is a gay man that is trying to do the right thing when it comes to women and helping women and keeping women safe and protecting women. So that gained my follow right there. With that being said, I was going to donate to his GoFundMe or whatever donation platform he used. However, when T.S. Madison made that claim, I withdrew.
You know what the gag is? I believe T.S. Madison made that claim so people would stop donating to the DL Whisperer's GoFundMe. In fact, the DL Whisperer has been posting his GoFundMe, or whoever is in his camp has been posting his GoFundMe on his Facebook and all of that. So I think T.S. Madison is just saying that to prevent people from donating to him. In my humble opinion, I don't know what's true or what's not true, or if at the end of the trial, he will be, fined or be forced to pay attorney's fees. But none of that has happened yet. So as far as we know, like everything that is being donated to the DL Whisperer is going to the DL Whisperer. T.S. Madison is lying, and he's known to lie to his followers to create a narrative or to stop y'all from doing, what you want to do. So Anna Nicole, if you hear me, just know that yeah, somebody even said it in the chat. Please do your own research because Timothy be lying. Okay. So yeah, I don't believe that. I think he's just doing that to prevent people from donating.
My eagerness to donate. Reason being is because I'm not donating to the DL Whisper for all of his money from fans and supporters to be granted to T.S. Madison. I'm not doing it. He'll never get to brag and say that whatever I donated to the DL Whisperer is in his bank account. So with that being said, I called Gilmore County Jail just to, see what's going on, because I want to see for myself where the DL Whisperer lie with what's going on with him. I spoke with the sheriff and he told me that the DL Whisperer does not have a bond. He do not have a court date, and he don't know when he will have a court date. That is not something that they could give me because they didn't know when he would have a court date. With that being said, I'm not trying to stop his bag. By all means, I know that he need lawyer fees and stuff like that paid. I don't know if he can use the money from the donations for the case, but what I do know is that T.S. Madison made a claim saying that any donations that he received are going to him, and for me, that's a no motherfucking no. All of the DL Whisper fans, do what you will with that information. What I will tell y'all is to find out his unit number and where he's located, get his offender information, and write him. Everybody that is fans and supporters, y'all write him and let him know what's going on out here on the outside, and ask questions like, where can you donate money, or what can you do in regards to trying to help him, get the money that he need and the aid or whatever he needs, because this shit is deep and this shit is crazy. This is a wild motherfucking situation. What's up, y'all? It's your girl A-List on Nicole, and
look, I've been telling y'all. I'm glad somebody listened. I'm glad people starting to wake up when it comes to that man. Hold on, and let's not forget. Look, I had to go back in the archives because I'm like, some of what she's saying, I had said a couple of years ago. Look at it. Look at this video right here. Hold on, look at this video. Is it on? Can y'all hear that? Oh, you look like a Timothy to me with rock. I cannot. How you gonna force somebody to see your delusion? You're delusional. You delusional. You look like a Timothy to me with rocks in your jaws. I don't understand. And dear, okay, who paid to get all of this fix of that put in his chest with lopsided titty balls, okay, hanging to his ankles, okay. He got them silicone dragging to his knees. Like, if I had a full body shot to show you, I'll show you that too. And he got the nerve to talk about my body. He got the nerve to talk about all of this fatness. He got the nerve to talk about all of this. Like, I
lost
pay
60
for
pounds.
this, you know. This is homegrown, and all of this is all natural. But you pay money to look like that. I can. That's my favorite. That's my favorite clip. You pay money to look like that, okay? But anyway, I want to take calls, but I don't have no speaker. Okay. Y'all know I was having technical difficulties in the beginning. So you know, there's that. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about T.S. Manhands. We talked about Dominique Morgan. We talked about the T.S. Madison Starter House. We talked about the DL Whisper. Oh, it was one other. Well, I can't play that. Yeah. I was gonna play something else, but I don't know what else to talk about. I'll talk about something. Yeah, child, I lost 60 pounds since then, child. You know, it is what it is. Yes, honey, thick. I was shit. Look, I was cute then and I'm cute now. Okay. So shout out to all the thick girls in the building, including me. Okay. But definitely like this video, subscribe if you are not subscribed. I apologize in advance for those of you who are watching the replay and y'all get to the beginning because the first 30 minutes was in shambles. Okay. StreamYard is messed up, my Wi-Fi was messed up, everything was messed up. But we, you know, we chugged along, we made it through, honey. We made it through. You said talk about Black's lawsuit. Okay, hold on. I didn't know about Black's lawsuit, but let me go see. Y'all said it's on the Shade Room. The Shade Room. Let me go see, honey. Let me go see. Is it?
He's somebody I trusted. You've seen him on The Housewives, Black Tatted. They say he's $1 million entrepreneur, famous for these viral hookah pens.
Not to sound cocky, but not a little man's the big man.
The situation was spiraling, getting worse and worse.
Now he's taken a hit of his own.
So this says TSR investigates. The Shade Room investigates. Black Tatted, sued by Lala Milan, B. Marie, and more. Okay. Women claim he owes them thousands of dollars. Now he's taking money from the women's. It says roommates. You've seen him hugged up with Drew Sidora on Real Housewives, but now Black Tatted, real name Cardell Bradley, the CEO of Black Smoke, is facing 3 lawsuits from successful women, including Lala Milan, B. Marie of Kota Skincare, who say he owes them thousands of dollars. One woman, Black Barbie, claims he came to her like a brother and she's still waiting to be paid back. Oh, okay. Hold on, child. Not the romance schemes gone wrong.
Accused of defrauding people, even celebrities, out of thousands of dollars. It's clearly affected your life.
He's somebody I trusted. And I feel like I failed my kids.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Y'all leave y'all lips alone. Black ladies, women, please leave y'all lips alone.
I feel like I failed myself. Because I trusted somebody that I truly loved and I was my brother and I thought I was doing the right thing. And he played me.
They call him Black on the internet, but his real name is Cardell Bradley. He's the CEO of the popular
Look, do we know that K. Michelle dodged the bullet? Is that why she's so sensitive about being linked to him? Did she cut a check too? We don't know, child. It might be more than what meets the eye. All of this is so petty.
hookah company, Black Smoke. But his game might be up in smoke based on these lawsuits just filed against him. 3 Black women, some of whom you may know, say that he used them as prey for money to fund a lavish lifestyle.
He told me that he made millions from it. He even showed me $9 million in his PayPal account at one point. So, I'm looking at
$9 million in your PayPal account. Child, you know that's fraudulent. Don't nobody keep that type of liquidity in PayPal. That is stupid.
Like looking up to him. He's a very successful person. I want to continue to see him be that way.
So when he allegedly asked her for $69,000 in June 2024,
me seeing, the $9 million that he showed me before.
Child, this man then concocted a $9 million PayPal statement. Y'all just be falling for anything. Y'all, this man that showed you a $9 million statement and you think he rich and now you done cut the check.
I felt confident in lending him that money.
Okay, so July comes around, August, September, October. Then what happens?
He fed me little crumbs here and there, but I always gave an excuse or a reason why he couldn't do it. And I only have $50, but I'll send you this, like small crumbs, like embarrassing amounts of money.
She is seeking over $1 million in damages because she claims she lost out on business deals because of this dispute. You see Black on your screen. What was your reaction when you first saw him?
I was pissed that he walked on that TV show looking like he had $1 million and a lot of them mine and B. Marie's and Lala Milan's. And he just out here living his best life.
Lala Milan, she wrote us.
You know what? I'm not going to even judge her too harshly because these men out here, they are treacherous, honey. Listen, y'all, the Black men out here dating, they be calling us women gold diggers when in actuality, they're the ones that's gold diggers. And then they be trying to floss and act like they got it all. And then, yeah, they spend a little, take a little, spend a little, take a little. Then they, next thing you know, they done took a lot and ain't spent nothing. So at the end of the day, it's all a long con, and they will literally con people out of their money. And it's unfortunate, but you have to live and learn. And sometimes it happens. Shit, it's been happened to me before.
And in true Lala fashion, she simply said, "Woo child, the ghetto." Black is being sued for fraud, breach of contract, unjust enrichment, amongst a list of other related things. And of course, we'll let you know what comes out of this. For TSR Investigates, I'm Justin Carter.
Wow. Not the romance scam, child. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like he was getting close to these women, these social media personalities, Lala Milan, this lady who clearly, I don't know her, but she's clearly got a following on social media. Drew Sidora, K what's her face. Okay, it looks like he had a scheme and a scam going on, and then in his social media, it looks like he's living this lifestyle, and people be like, "Oh, he can't fake it. He can't be faking it that much," but clearly he did. Yeah, that's a mess. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all about my experience on Patreon. I'm gonna share that on Patreon. Not tonight. I come on there tomorrow though, because I got a plan to get my 8 hours of sleep, so I have to like cut it short. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all about what had happened to me. These Atlanta dudes, child. I always end up in court with somebody. And I guess they ended up in court too, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You said Lala Milan, aka Lala Scissorhands. I believe she's in a relationship with her son's dad. Okay. But I mean, the thing is, these people come out the woodwork and then they're co-signed by other people in your same industry. Okay. Peep game. They're co-signed by people in your same industry. They work with Akon or somebody. And you're like, oh, if they work with Akon, I know they got some cheddar. I know they wouldn't be stealing. I know they telling the truth. And then they talk you into investing when, you're not too knowledgeable about investing or something like that. And then you're like, okay, let me invest a little bit. And, you see him investing. Didn't Jennifer Williams' husband do that? It was taking people's money, saying that he was investing their money and then was taking it. So it's like certain things that people be doing. Child, it's a mess. These men is a mess out here. I feel bad for them. I feel real bad. But thank you for pointing that out about this about Black situation. I wonder what will come of his little stint on the show, because I do feel like there's more to his relationship with Kay what's her face than is being told, because she wouldn't be bringing him up and feeling some kind of way about it, because Drew hasn't been bringing him up. It was Kay what's her face that brought up Black and was and said, hey, real knowledgeable, acting like she knew him very well. So it is what it is. You said 69K is a lot of money. Yes, 69,000 is a lot of money. Hell, 10,000 is a lot of money. Hell, $5 is a lot of money when you ain't got it. Look, any amount is a lot of money to give to somebody for no return. Shoot, Atlanta is the home of the fraud and the finessers. I don't know if it's the home to them, but a whole shitload of them move here. Okay, they do. They come here. They can reinvent themselves. I say this all the time. People come to Atlanta and can be whatever they want to be. Okay, they come here. Next thing you know, they hanging out with music producers. I'm a producer. Then they hanging out with real estate agents. I sell real estate. Then they hanging out with streamers. I'm a streamer. I got all the money. Then they renting cyber trucks and child, it's a mess. I used to listen. I made a bag renting my Porsche. Okay, I paid off my whole Porsche Panamera S. That's why I kept it to this day. I paid that mug off by putting it on Turo. And every weekend, people sometimes the same person will rent my car, and I was renting for $300-$400 a day with a minimum of 3 days. Okay, so yeah, these people be out here flossing, and if you got something they want, child, they'll pay for it. Some of 'em. Anyway, what did I address earlier? Hold on. What is y'all talking about? I didn't fail at anything, friend. I didn't fail at anything. It's been refiled, as a matter of fact. So I didn't fail at anything. T.S. Man Hands be too busy trying to drag people and call them gorillas than to pay attention. So, I'm sure he got the new email. Did he post the new email? Since y'all want to be messy. Michelle, I got a scam call, and my first thought was Simon because oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, honey, refiled, honey. It was my fault because I didn't upload the files. hmm I don't want to talk about it. You talk about it. He talk about it. He can go in and talk about it. I already talk about T.S. Manhan. If you want to hear about the papers I filed, how about you come over to Patreon, patreon.com in the $5 above tier, and I will talk about it till the cows come home. I will answer all of your probing questions. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? If you're a real blogger, if you're a real internet sleuth, you can look up the case. If you really know, you know what I'm saying? If you really know, why it had to be refiled. I just told you why it had to be refiled. I didn't upload the MP4s, the damn documents. I mean the damn video files. That's why. But don't worry, we good. Go pull it up. It's public record. It's public record. Go pull it up. Anything else you want to know? Anything? Anything? You said I won't give a man shish. I don't care what he going through. Okay, I'm with you, Charlie. I'm with you. But a lot of people have to live and learn. Some people just have a generous spirit, a generous heart, an open heart. Believe people are telling the truth, and you don't know that there are devils out there until you get burned. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying. So it is what it is. How many more seasons do I think Real Housewives got? I don't know. I mean, they're doing better than some shows. I mean, they may keep them until they get the right cast. They may keep them for a while. Anywho, like this video, please, and thank you. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the stream tonight. Shout out to Anita D. Shout out to CC. Shout out to Christine. Shout out to Loyal Tasha. Shout out to Lala Powers. Shout out to Jeremy. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, Fatback and Ken MPA. Y'all have blessed me tonight. Thank you, friends. Listen, because I was about to hang up. Y'all know I was about to hang up the first 30, 45 minutes. This damn StreamYard was kicking my butt tonight. But maybe, we'll get it back together tomorrow, child. It's always another day to have another chance to do better. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. If you are in my Patreon group, I may be headed over to the voice chat if they still in there. Let me see. If you are in my Patreon and you are on my Discord and the $5 above tip, now they ain't even in there no more. Child, they ain't even in there no more. Oh well. I was gonna come in, but it's 1:15. You said I'm glad you hung in there. Thank you, D. Listen, I don't quit. I don't quit. I may have wanted to delete the live stream. I was gonna keep going, but I'm gonna leave it up. It is what it is. And my hair's cute. And I like my inch look. It is okay. Where is Kenya Moore? Kenya Moore hair spa. Where is Kenya Moore? I got my inches, honey. It's all mine. It grew from my scalp, and I didn't have to use Kenya Moore hair spa or Kenya Moore hair care. Okay. Thank y'all for tuning in. It was just the open topics. We talked about a lot of things. Of course, I'll put the timestamp in. I'll probably do another thumbnail and all of the above. You said I'm getting the mid-season trailer early. It comes out tomorrow. I don't know if I'll get it early, but I'll be around in the afternoon when it comes out, and I'll talk about it. Okay. Yes. Kenya Moore hair care. Kenya Moore hair care. You're a Patreon member, and I love our conversation. I know I love y'all over there on Patreon. Y'all are so nice and kind. Even though I have some trolls over there sometimes too. But if you really want to know my business, David and whoever else was asking me about TS Manhands and any of my legal issues and any of that, come over to Patreon. Why would I talk about any of my legal issues in the public? Okay. All right. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, shout out to A-List Nicole, Spiritual Whisperer. Who else was it? Yeah. Oh, DL Whisperer. Oh, it was one more I wanted to play. I need to play it because I need to add it to when I do my clips. When I do my clips, child, this stress is getting my nerves. When I do my clips, I need to add it to my clips. I'll save it for next time. I will save it for next time. All right. Bye, y'all. Good night.